Hello friends, you can log on to primeaptacademy.com to access complete free video courses. So this is the 28th question of the ratio and percentages chapter. So question says voting was held in town A for election. Okay. Only two candidates stood in the election. 80% of the population of town A was eligible to vote in the election. Okay. 60% of those who were eligible voted. All right. Each person was allowed to vote once and to one candidate only. All right. The winning candidate received M% of the votes that were cast. M% of the votes that were cast. If the eligible voters who did not vote in the election voted for the losing candidate, both the candidates would have got the same number of votes. Find M. Quite a lengthy question. Okay, so let me put some numbers. Let us assume that town A has a population of 1000. Okay, so it says only two candidates stood in the election. 80% of town A was eligible to vote. So how many were eligible? So how many were eligible to vote? 80% of 1000, which is 800. So 800 were eligible to vote. 60% of those who were eligible voted. So how many voted? 60% of those who were eligible means 60% of 800. 0.6 into 800, which is 480. 8 6 are 48. Yeah, so 480 voted. Now each person was allowed to vote only once, okay, and to one of the candidate only. So one person cannot vote to two candidates or cannot do something like voting for no candidate. That is not the case. So you have to vote for either one or the other of the candidates. The winning candidate received M% of the votes that were cast. M% of the vote. Okay. So winning candidate that were cast. So 480 votes were casted because there were 480 people. So winning candidate got how many votes? Winning candidate got 480 into M upon 100. These many votes. So 480 upon 100 is 4.8. So winning candidate got 4.8 M votes. Okay. So the losing candidate will get the remaining votes. So the losing candidate got how many votes? Out of 480, 4.8 M were for the winning candidate. So out of this 480, 4.8 M were for the winning candidate. So losing candidate got 480 minus 4.8 M, these much votes. So 4.8 M were the votes of the winning candidate. 480 minus 4.8 M were the votes of the losing candidates. Okay. Now it says if the eligible voters who did not vote in the election. So 800 were eligible voters, 480 voted. So or 60% voted. So 40% did not vote. So how many did not vote? Did not vote. How many? 40% of 800, which is 320. Also you could have been done 800 minus 480 or 480 plus 320 will be 800. 300 is 780 and 20. Yeah. So 320. So 320 did not vote. Now it says if those 320 people who did not vote in the election voted for the losing candidate. So had they voted for the losing candidate, so losing candidate would have got how many votes? 480. So both the candidates would have got the same number of votes then. Okay. So losing candidates. So if people who did not vote voted for the losing candidate. If people who did not vote voted for the losing candidate, then what will be the votes of the losing candidate? Losing candidate would have got how many votes? So 480 minus 4.8 M was the vote he got initially, plus vote of those people who did not vote, which is 320. So plus 320. So 480 plus 320 is how much? 800. So 800 minus 4.8 M. Now the question also says that if that was the case, both the candidates would have got the same number of votes. The winning candidate got 4.8 M votes. So the losing candidate's vote should be equal to the winning candidate votes. That means 800 minus 4.8 m should have been equal to 4.8 m, which were the votes of the winning candidate. So from here I conclude that 800 is equal to 9.6 m. So 800 is 9.6 m, or m is equal to 800 upon 9.6. You can write it as 8000 upon 96. Okay, we have to find m only, right? Find m. Okay, and m is what? 8000 by 96. So now if you divide this by 8, okay, so this is 8 into 1000, and it is 8 ones are 8, 1 6, 8 into 12. Yeah, 12 8s are 96. Further, this can be divisible. This is all divisible by 4 again. So this is 250. 1000 divided by 4 is 250. 12 by 4 is 3. So m is equal to 250 upon 3. So which is what we have to find. So m is 250 by 3, and 250 upon 3 over here is the right answer. Okay, that's how you solve this question.